Morning, everybody. Okay, well, we're off to a fair start this morning. The Garden Mountain Hostel is a nice little respite from the storms. They're still trying to get their act together, frankly. The doc, I guess he's running a practice down at Virginia Beach or something, like once a week or once a month. So he's sort of in and out. He has Farmer, a former hiker, helping him out. But they have an odd schedule. They don't really have the business plan down, I don't think. They stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then want the hikers to sort of conform to their up at the crack of 10 or 11 sort of schedule. So we had to really rustle them up out of there this morning, and still only got out on the trail at 9 when we were hoping at 8. But anyway, we're on the trail. I'll show you what she looks like, but just know that it's a beautiful day. Temperature's like perfect for hiking. Sun's out. Big change from what we had when we arrived. So really looking forward to getting into Bland. I have a box there. Pick the box up and then even move out. Just nearer in, nearer out. I'm not staying. As I mentioned, I'm just gonna bump my miles up and keep pushing, and the body's either going to conform or it's going to stop me, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, we're looking great this morning, and I will show you some trail highlights as we go. I'm trying to get into a groove here. I still seem to be fighting either the back end of a cold or increasing allergies. You can probably tell I'm a little stuffed up. Hopefully the cold will be gone by now. So this may be early season allergies. We'll see. But this here is some terrain you can make some time on. We're going to punch out to the 15 to the trailhead, and then Footloose has a girl who's coming to pick him up, and they're going to chill for a couple days together. So they said they'd drive me down to the post office and back. So I just have to keep up with them roughly for today so I don't hold them up. We also had Legs join us last night. He definitely looked like he was ready to go yesterday when he came in, and last night when he came in, and today when we took off. So yeah, I think we'll all be in pretty good shape here at Davis Farm campsite, just as a point of reference for you guys. Probably a pretty view. They call this the thumbprint. The thumbprint, you can't see it, but the thumbprint is a sunken limestone deposit which has created this valley. There's basically a sizable Amish community here, and then some local farms. So it's a pretty simple way of life. The hostel is basically, I guess the health department shut down the bunkhouse. So right now it's just rooms in the main house. $50 for a single. It seemed to be $5 a person for the shuttle to town, which is really a good deal given the fact that it's like 17 miles each way. In town, you basically have a Food Lion. You have Hardee's, McDonald's, and Wendy's. So, but if you're just looking to pound chow, it's okay. It works okay. They have an ABC store as well if you're going to be here long enough. So that's sort of the town in the area. And as we move on from here, hopefully I'll get a picture of this thumbprint for you if there's an opening. So I'll get back to you if I do. This is the sort of peaceful and tranquil spot that makes you want to set up camp. Wow. What a beautifully flowing stream. Not crazy, just soft, but a good body of water. Banks are nice and flat. Really a great spot. Oh, and this is kind of a cool bridge too. Got some age and patina to it. Little feeder stream. Okay, I'm gonna go up in the scent here, so I'll probably start sucking wind. Wow, well, when I said to you at the bottom of the hill 734 feet ago, oh, I just have this little ascent, so let me bang it out. It was a lot more ascent than I was expecting, but that's part of not doing a map study and just taking the trail as it comes. Anyway, you can see up towards the ridge line here, it's opened up quite a bit, and trail still is very nice today. That first part was rocky, but since then it has not been, so knock on wood. I think we're probably making pretty good mileage. All right, well, we are sort of running a ridge line, little ascents and descents here. That's Crocker in front of me. He's also on an Exos 58, the Osprey backpack. I was talking this morning, he really loves his too. So it's definitely a good quality, good weight, good structure bag, very functional, and very reasonable too. So definitely a product worth considering for yourselves. Plenty big, has no problem capturing the extra food and water weight when you need to plus up. But on the other hand, when you don't have that capacity in it, you know, it's still light enough that you can justify, you know, having the bag as it is. A number of the other guys are on, I think it's the Atmos. They're like 65 liter. Those are big bags and quite a bit heavier too. I guess they're not part of Osprey's I dare not call them ultralight, just call them maybe super light series. So they're quite a bit heavier, but everybody says great things about them because all that extra weight, and I think it's 2 extra pounds, which is almost double the weight, is used for structure and design that helps carry a heavier load. And so they all say that even with heavier loads, the bags are super comfortable. Anyway, this is a little bit steeper, more steep of a ascent, so I'll jump off here and come back up. Coming to a road here, but also beautiful body of water. You'll see over there is Footloose and Crockett having a little lunch. This is a classic picture from Virginia. It's about the best you're probably going to get. We'll see what the Shenandoahs and everything hold for us, but it does sort of look like this. The trail continues to be in really good shape. I think I'm making excellent time. In fact, I'm probably going down to that town right there. I'll bet that's Bland. I don't know that it is, but I'll bet it is. And I've been hauling. The guys are behind me. I left just a little bit earlier than them, but they were moving so fast I thought that they'd catch up to me. They were, I'd actually say Footloose probably was touching 3 miles an hour. And Crockett was doing a bit less than that, and I was probably holding steady at 2.5. I have trouble with my feet and knees doing anything more than that, but I think I probably have been in this circumstance because the conditions are so good. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Leaf covered, little rocky, little rooty, but nothing like we had previously. So really, really excited. Really a good day to exercise my legs without overstressing my knees. You know, that's what I need. I just need some of those days. So Footloose has a girlfriend or something coming to pick him up down here at the junction. They're going to take me down to the post office where I can pick up a box and then bring me back out to the trailhead. Right now I'm thinking I actually won't pick up the box. I'll just flip it to Parisburg because I've got quite a bit of food. You can probably hear the creaking in my pack, and that's pretty indicative of the Exos that it's heavy. So that is the plan. So I should be back on trail later this afternoon. There's a shelter just like 2.5 or 3 miles up from the junction, so maybe I'd hit that. That would be like an 18-mile day. So this is us. Just went over Interstate 70 here outside of Bland. Just going to go back up into the hills for here a little bit. And there's water near the shelter, so I guess we'll stay near that tonight. Of course, I'll tent and Crockett will hammock. So anyway, you know, I know this is sort of boring walking along a road, so I will take this off and just show you the shelter when we get there. Okay, coming up to the shelter for this evening. Helvey's Mill shelter. But look at that. I just want you to see one thing there. Do you see that? That nobody likes to do. That's more than half of a mile. That's 6/10 of a mile blue blazed. That's wasted mileage. But that is what we are going to have to do this evening, I guess. So I will just walk this 3.3 miles, and then when I get to the shelter, I'll show you what she looks like. I'm gonna show you. I'm really camelbacking tonight because it was, as you saw, 3/10 of a mile to the water. To the shelter. It was another 1/10 of a mile to the water. But there are 9 miles between us and the next water source. So this area is really dry. And as a consequence, you got to camel up. So it'll take, you know, a liter and a half of water to do dinner and breakfast, and then I'll want at least 4 liters to do the 9 miles. So probably don't need quite that much, but it's good to have it. Tomorrow's pretty flat, so it's not too painful carrying all of that water. Anyway, just wanted to give you a snapshot of, you got to get your water every night, and you got to use tablets or a filter to clean it, which I'm using both tonight. Okay, be back with you. All right, there's the tent set up. You can see it's a little bit, the ground is not exactly level, so you get used to it. You just end up sliding to one end of the tent, but I've got the most level place that I could. The water there that you see is discolored. That's actually the color of the bag due to iodine that I used to use. Right now I've got chlorine in it to purify it, and then I also have broken out the Sawyer squeeze, and I'm using it to fill just the water bottles. It's a pretty nice setup. You can see Crockett is over there in his hammock, and then there is a campfire set up there. This is the trail we came in on, and then back this way is the shelter. Right now I think just 2 people are staying in the shelter. With the with the heat picking up, the bugs have started to come out, so we have a little bit of black flies and also mosquitoes. So more people are deciding to stay in their tent. Down that way was the water source that I had shown you the picture of. So, okay, we're gonna stop.